Shedeur Sanders and Braden Fowler Nicolosi. So their post-game interaction, I'm just going to go ahead and show it. Shedeur refusing to shake hands with them, and then we'll get our take after. Take a listen.
You that same talking shit on Instagram. You talking on Instagram. All right, keep talking about our business. You can't fuck with me.
Matt, your thoughts on it? I love it. What are your thoughts on it?
I didn't shake his hand. I wouldn't shake his bitch ass hand either. I didn't shake Van Pelt's hand in 03. I didn't shake Holland's hand in 04. I didn't run over to Dreesen and be like, oh, good game. Nah, I said, get the fuck off the field, cheat. Later. Like, come on, dog. And you actually expect the University of Colorado and the Sanders family and Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter and all these fucking G's on the fucking team, because that's what we got. We got bad motherfuckers who are not fucking around this year. And if you can't see the improvement, you're biased.
Yeah.
All these bad motherfuckers, you actually expect them to go down and then try and play nice with CSU after CSU said, you still have the clips? Let's refresh everybody's fucking memory on what Horton and Nicolosi said before we fucking played this game. And JB this morning, that was 2 months ago. Motherfucker, I don't care if it was 5 fucking years ago. You said it. It's on film.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
Do you still have those clips?
What, the Fowler? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, man. I just want to refresh everybody's goddamn memory on how reckless these two talked. And remember, all this shit comes from the top. Jay Norvell is dirty. His program is dirty. They were cheap shotting Shedeur again. They were trying to cheap shot Travis. They were hitting late. Blackburn got exposed. Hey, did you see 3 of the 4 touchdown passes were on 11?
Oh yeah, I was going to say that last one we saw to Travis here. If you look at this play, look who knocks Travis out of bounds here. Give it 1 sec.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you better get there 11. Not fast enough. Oh, you can't beat him when you're not cheap shotting him, huh? It sucks when he's on the field the whole game, doesn't it? So like, I can't believe that people actually have empathy, and the CSU fans that have empathy. The CSU fans that are like, oh, my God, I can't believe he didn't shake hands. Do you have eyeballs, dog? Do you have ears? Did you not hear what these idiots said and how reckless they talked? One of your players said murder. Yeah. You don't say murder when you're talking shit in a football game unless you're on the field, of course.
And here's a reminder of what they said so we can just kind of remember this.
We owed them one. And that's just something that's been sitting on everybody, mind since we came back from break. We owe them. And we walked away from that game, as, we kind of left it all on the field. I don't feel like we left it all on the field because we should have murdered them guys. And, they came out with that attitude as they were on top of the world.
We are.
And this ain't no Cinderella story, so
sure
I'm
is.
coming for revenge.
Yeah, they came out with that attitude and thought it was going to be a cakewalk. They saw the reports, 27.5 points or whatever it was. And they got a rude awakening real quick. And I think it goes to show that the hype, the media train, all that, it only gets you so far. At the end of the day, you have to line up 11 guys against our 11 guys, and we'll find out who wants it more. And we'll see how far Instagram followers gets them.
Is that right?
Thank you. Down here. You know what's down here? His bank account. And Horton's too. What, Horton had 2 catches?
Yeah.
Look, CSU, you did catch us sleeping last year. They didn't take you seriously. And it went to double overtime and you fucked it up. Remember when I said every time they talk, they lose? Remember this?
Yes.
How many times did I say it last week? Every time these idiots open their mouth and we stay quiet and we focus on what we're supposed to do, they try and like hype themselves up, right? Because, I mean, do you think Nicolosi, if he could have played at CU, would have picked CU over CSU? Do you think Horton would have picked CU over CSU? Yeah, yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
I'm saying, like, my point is, like, you can try and talk yourself all the way, but when the lights come on, dog, you have to deal with the person you're talking shit to. And I always say, like, look, you can talk all you want, but your teeth have to back that shit up. And they lost their fucking teeth Saturday night. And I don't know how Jay Norvell can look at himself in the mirror, because all this dirty shit that they do, that targeting call that wasn't called on Shedeur, and then he went off and threw 4 touchdowns and 350 yards and had a 73% completion percentage. Holy shit. It's one of the dirtiest fucking – it was way dirtier than last year. Kamara just hit him when he was throwing and like drove him into the ground. I didn't think he should have gotten ejected for it, but I'm glad he did because that guy's a fucking monster. This dude that hit Shedeur the other day just went straight into his face mask.
Yeah.
And they didn't even call it. So
so here's my issue. If you're gonna call that shit in the like LSU game or whatever other game that I sat here and watched on that Saturday, there's got to be some. They didn't like. I was shocked that they didn't call that. Shocked.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. So what did that do when they cheap shot at us, Bailey? What did that do? We were starting slow, right? It was 0-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
and then they cheap shot at Shedeur, and what happened?
And points
explosion.
Yeah,
exactly. So here, like Baylor, if you just shut the fuck up and go play football. There's no rivalry here. Like it's just an old Big 12 game. I'm glad that this is just another game, right? And I'm glad UCF's just another. Like I want to see how we get up for our home opener for the return to the Big 12.
Me too.
Because that means more than the opponent. Now, in a month, all right, if we take care of business at Baylor, and look, anybody who thinks UCF is going to be a cakewalk is crazy. That's a really good football team.
I agree.
Jefferson, the quarterback, is a dude. He's a man. And Gus Malzahn is a fucking G. Gus Malzahn is a G-ass coach, and he's got a ton of respect for Coach Prime. That's the Black and Gold Bowl in Orlando. That's going to be a really fun game.
Yeah.
If we can figure out a way to win these two games, have a bye week, get healthy, and get the dings off, then you roll in our rival in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Kansas State.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, K-State and CU have a long history of really, really good football games, and there's no love lost there. It was almost as big as Nebraska. So I'm glad that's happening, but at the same time, I can't tell you how satisfied I am in just the performance of the Colorado Buffaloes. Shedeur Sanders is a fucking G, bro. He is so tough. He's such a fucking leader. I love how cocky and swaggy he is. He's our quarterback, dog. Yeah. I want him to be cocky and swaggy. I don't want him to be like, oh, well, everybody else is better than me. I want him to be the cockiest fucking dude on earth. I want him walking around just holding his nuts all day like, see these? These are too big for you. That's what I'm looking for because that's what it is. Facts.
Yeah.
So why should he change because y'all don't like it? See, I know something about this. Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders, and Travis Hunter, and the entire CU thing. You want to know why people can't stand it? Because they can't do it, dog. They can't do it. It seems fake to them because they don't have the ability to actually be who they really are. Coach Prime is just who he really is, and it rubs people the wrong way. That's not Coach Prime's problem. Yeah. Shedeur's who he really is. That's not Shedeur's problem. That's not Travis's problem.
Yep.
I deal with this all the fucking time. I intimidate people when I walk in the room and breathe too loud. So I'm telling you, bro, they don't give a shit what you think. They're all about trying to improve their brand, the Colorado brand, everyone. Everyone on the ship is going for the fucking ride. And look, put yourself in Deion's shoes. If your kid's that good, wouldn't you want to help him? My job as Vista's offensive and defensive line coach over there is to help all the kids. But why am I there? Because my son plays there. Yep. And because he's on varsity as a freshman and he has a real chance to go play D1 Power 4 ball. Mm-hmm. So am I wrong for pushing him at 5 a.m.?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. And if I don't do it as a parent, if your kid has talent and you don't fucking push them hard and you just sit back and watch the talent fucking fade or get have somebody go fuck with the talent and screw it up and point them in a different direction, you're like, well, I wonder why he didn't chase it. Because you didn't lead him.
Yeah, I agree.
And Coach Prime has said it 150 times about his kids. I'm not following them anywhere when they go to the NFL. I lead my children. And that resonated with me. So if you're not up at 5 a.m. in the gym with your kid, who's he going to go with? Me, baby, me. Get him over to 6-0. But I'm saying if you don't live in Colorado, you don't have an alarm clock. You can't talk about grind and talk about how bad you want it and sleep in and dream. Chase dreams in your sleep. We're chasing them on the grind every day, foot to the fucking metal. So that's the difference, man, is people look at it and they're like, well, I can't replicate this, so I'm going to hate on it. And it's played out because, to be completely honest with you, I've never seen a player like Travis Hunter in my entire life.
He's a fucking unicorn, man.
He's a fucking unicorn. And I'm telling you, what I saw the other night was one of them. I don't give a fuck who they're playing, and you shouldn't either. That is one of the most dominating fucking stat lines I've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
And you know what the best part about the whole game was? When he turned and ran 60 fucking yards full speed and tackled the dude at the 3, trying to get the ball out. That was the most impressive play. You want to know why? Because that means he's bought in. And when your best fucking player plays that hard, how is anybody else going to play fucking soft? How does anybody else have the audacity not to chase the ball? Yeah. How does the law firm in there, the 2 linebackers, not fucking form tackle? How do we not rush the passer hard? How do we not pursue correctly? I mean, give me a fucking break.
I'm with
aggressive.
Like it's ridiculously impressive.
He's so, and look, if and when CU is an 8-9 win team, because they're not going to win every game. Okay, Oklahoma State and Utah play this weekend. Those 2 are good teams. Kansas State's a great team. Cincinnati's pretty good. They're going to be coming in here. Oh, Cincinnati, by the way, we definitely need to get you that ticket. So we're going to try and find a place. I'm going to go to Pasta J first, obviously, but Derek Wolf, one of my boys.
Yep.
So Bree and I go to the Bronco game yesterday, right? We pull into the gas station, go get a Red Bull, and I'm standing there, and there's this like fucking crackhead standing next to me, and he looks at me and goes, "Derek Wolf, how you doing?" And I'm just like, God damn it happened again. Like people walk up to him and say, "What's up, man?" He's like, "I'm Derek Wolf," and they walk up to me and they're like, "What's up, Derek Wolf?" And I'm like, "I'm Matt." So
that's hilarious.
So he does Wolf Untamed, and it's mostly just hunting and shit, but they talk about football, obviously. So we're going to combo the shows and do a little Cincinnati CU, show together up somewhere, and we'll get all the fans out and sign a bunch of shit and take pictures. It'll be kick-ass. And it'll be Halloween, too. So if you don't have a good costume on, then what the fuck, man? You can't come. I mean, it's going to be a Halloween show. So what are you going to dress up as? Don't tell me.
There you
so
go.
that'll be pretty cool, but we're not going to win every fucking game. Or maybe we are, but shit, I picked us to finish 9-3.
Yeah.
So if they're 8-4, 9-3, and they're playing in the Holiday Bowl, or somehow they win the Big 12 with a 9-3 record and get into the playoff, or they're playing a good bowl, playing the Las Vegas Bowl or something with a lot of eyes on it, Travis Hunter's winning the Heisman.
I agree.
God. And then everyone's sitting here talking about fucking recruiting. Like, whoa, they don't recruit well. You don't think they're going to be recruiting well when the quarterback knows like number 5 overall and Hunter goes number 1 and wins the Heisman? What are you talking about? They recruit differently.
Mm-hmm.
They recruit differently. It's not that they're not recruiting well. So I was so impressed with Shedeur and Travis and Jimmy Horn and Wester. Wester is a fucking G. That kid can play. He's a fucking stud, dude. And I mean, look, that Shepard had a bad drop, but he'll get better off of that. That was right in the breadbasket. Another great throw. I mean, arguably, Shedeur probably should have had an 80% completion percentage.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care what anybody says about the level of competition. Give me a fucking break. There's Jack Howell's an NFL player. He's in the secondary for CSU.
Yeah.
I thought Henry Blackburn was a bad motherfucker. He's in the secondary for CSU.
Yeah, sure.
So look, it's at some point you got to give them their roses. So, Coach Prime, brother, thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
The way you approached the week, the way you handled it afterwards, the generosity you show our rival, even when you don't have to. It makes me want to be nicer, and I hate being fucking nice. So I'm going to be I'll be his mean voice for him, okay?